Let me show you a quick way to paint skin. And if you're new here, I like to draw characters, I like to learn, I like to, share the stuff that I know with you so you can learn and, improve faster. And for a long time, painting skin was a struggle for me. I actually, because of that, I avoided rendering my characters and I would only do sketches for a really long time. And even though I watched a lot of tutorials, I still couldn't get it. But to be honest, it's not complicated. And, I've finally learned how to do that in a simple way. So I'll guide you step by step on how I do that. So yeah, let's start with a simple flat color. So this is my first step. What I do is I just pick a color. Let's say we want to choose like around here, okay? If we're painting whatever skin, we want to choose from here. I mean, obviously there will be exceptions to that rule. If you want to make a darker skin, you go actually somewhere probably here. But yeah, for now we choose a color like this. Okay, so we have our flat color. Now what I do is I go to the next step, and there's a couple of ways actually that you can do it. Either from, layer modes, or you can just, if you're good at color theory, you can actually, just pick your colors for shadows, light and stuff. But let's actually do the easy way. So let's actually make a new layer, okay, and change it to multiply. Pick this color of our flat color, then go into like a little bit, around the middle. Okay, so somewhere around here, let's say, and change the hue to a little bit darker, okay? And we're left with something like that, okay? So here what I do is I actually smooth the transition between them. Obviously it depends on the art style that you're going through, but for this method I go with airbrush most of the time. But yeah, now if we have our shadow, and obviously it's all depends what feeling that you want to actually go, and you can do a colder shadow, a warmer shadow, and this is a warmer one, okay? But yeah, then I go and I do another layer. I pick a multiply. You can actually pick this color, make it darker, go to reds, okay, and just make the core shadow. And the core shadow is basically the transition between light and shadow, okay? I like to make it darker so it pops more, okay? But also in this stage, whenever I draw a character, I like to actually, with the same layer, do ambient occlusion. So basically put shadows, like more darker shadows, in area where there is no light, okay? Ambient occlusion. So now let's go and do light. So for light, let's make another layer, clip mask it, okay? Pick this color, make it lighter, go into yellows, okay? And boom, just airbrush it as like that, okay? And we have our light. Obviously it depends on the light, but yeah, sometimes the light is sharp, okay? So for example, it could be like that, okay? Like that, this we can do this. It depends obviously on the form, and the same as with shadows. So shadows also can be, dark. And there is actually something like that, okay? We can do something like that. But yeah, with shadows there is also cast shadow and form shadow. So form shadow is basically, this light shines like here, okay? And this is in light, so this is in shadow. It's form shadow. It's, the makes its own shadow. Now, if we had like, the cast shadow, let's say there is a ball, there could be, like the shadow of this ball, okay? I don't know, like light goes here, okay? It boom, boom, something like that. But yeah, we have light, and now I go and do another light, but now it's ambient light. And for ambient light, I like to pick the color of the shadow, okay, and make it lighter, a little bit, grayer, and maybe into blues more. So, and it obviously depends. Maybe, okay, let's actually go back. Here we have a ball, a red ball, okay, and basically, so the bounce light, the ambient light, is the light that bounces from the, let's say, sun rays, okay, go bounce here, okay, and bounce back here. So with that, let's go here again, pick this, go into, and make it like that, okay? Basically the light bounces like here, okay, and because of that we have our bounce light. But yeah, the good rule with bounce light, okay, is to make it obviously, cannot be darker than our shadow, but also it cannot be lighter than our light, okay? So let's go here, do that, and go. And obviously like a bluer ambient occlusion, and obviously bluer ambient light means, we're kind of outside, and it goes from, so we're outside and it basically, the clouds, the sky. But yeah, last step to actually making skin is I like to add some textures, okay? So let's actually make a new layer. Obviously you can do all of that with one layer, okay? But if you want to actually make the, you know, the multiply and stuff, yeah, it gotta be a separate layer. But then you can merge it and, you know, do just that. But yeah, for skin, I like to actually put another texture, like take a light, okay, color, make a new layer and go here, okay? I like to add some, you know, skin pores, okay? I don't know, it gives me, yeah, it gives like a more realistic, you know, feeling to the skin. Obviously less is more, so don't do that everywhere, okay? Mostly in the areas that you actually want to, you know, show. But yeah, also you can do, take this color, make it somewhere here, okay? Something like that, okay? Like, have fun with it, okay? It makes it actually more realistic, as I said. But yeah, also, obviously, these brushes are free on my Patreon. But also you can pick like other brushes like that and make it more stylized here. So, for example, here, you can put something like that, okay? It just depends on the, you know, the feeling that you're going for and style. So, and obviously this can be like an arm or something. Like with faces, there is, you know, a little bit different, okay? So with faces, and if you want, you can actually, you know, type in comments if you actually want a tutorial on how to, you know, paint faces, okay? How to render faces. But yeah, for faces, basically there are 3 zones, okay? So we can actually, so we have 3 zones. So one is yellow up top, okay? At the bottom we have a little bit colder, okay? And in the middle we have like redder, okay, bluish. It was actually too strong, but whenever we paint faces, we make it, you know, like one of the first layer before rendering, okay? I mean, at least I do that. But yeah, you can see a little bit of difference, okay? Yeah, basically there are color zones in the face. But yeah, now we can quickly go and do like a more, I don't know, like blue skin, okay? Again, we pick a color, and now we can actually go with something like that, okay? So now let's also erase it. Boom, boom, and do the same. So go make a new layer, okay, clip it, multiply, boom, pick a color, okay, go a little bit darker like that, okay, boom, boom, okay, something like that, okay, smudge it, boom, boom, make a nice transition, okay, now let's make a new layer, okay, boom, boom, make a core shadow. And core shadow, obviously I like to use airbrush for it, okay? Also I don't like this here, boom. Okay, so now let's make light, go here, here, maybe a bluer one, okay? Boom, boom, add a little bit, boom, boom. And obviously lighten this up. Now actually on the same layer we can do ambient light, boom, and lastly add some textures, and boom, take this is a new layer, yeah. So again, our skin pores, boom, boom, and we have simple skin here as well. But now a bonus tip actually is to make a new layer, make it to hard light or soft light, okay, it depends on what you want, and take airbrush, okay, and basically easily glide, you know, in the areas between light and shadow, and add subsurface scattering, okay, and the same here, but the color could be something like that, okay, maybe redder, something like that, okay, and it gives some light, it gives some life into our drawing, okay. It is, we can actually erase it a little bit because it's too strong, and it's basically the light rays hitting your skin and hitting, you know, the blood in you and bouncing back, and you know, and makes subsurface scattering, okay. So this is the easy way that I actually paint skin, and as you can see it's pretty simple, but you need to actually know a little bit about colors, but you know, you can actually, but basically with it you can do whatever skin color you want. Yeah, now you can also check out my Patreon for free brushes and tutorial on how to draw faces. And if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe and comment, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one, so bye.